Good morning, all. It is Wednesday, December 20th. 5 days to go of 2023. I see that we're setting new precedents now. Apparently, you can now knock people off the ballot even though they haven't been convicted of any kind of crime. Apparently, Trump is off the ballot in Colorado because they invoked the 14th Amendment. Which I'm telling you, it's a fucking stretch. The Democrats are so fucked right now. They know that they're gonna get their asses beat down come November. Because Biden's at 30%. They wouldn't let any other candidate try and get the Democratic nomination because Biden was their guy. But his polling numbers are so low that they are now trying every single thing to get him off the ballot. And now there's this bullshit. You are setting a precedent for people who aren't guilty to now be knocked off the ballot. Has he been indicted? Yes. Has there been a trial? No. Has he been convicted of any crime? No. Just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean they get kicked off the ballot. I don't like Joe Biden, but he has every right to be on the ballot as anybody else. Okay? I don't know where this hatred from the Democratic Party came for Trump, but it wasn't there before he got into politics. They were all in his fucking pocket before he got into politics. Once he came down that escalator, all of a sudden he was all these mean things. So now the Democratic Party is in desperation mode because they know they're going to get their head handed to them when Biden runs. But here's the problem. Let's just say you knock Trump out of the race. He's gone. Do you not think that somebody else will beat Joe Biden? Somebody else will emerge during a debate, more than likely, to show how incompetent and how incoherent the current president of the United States is. You're not going to sit here and tell me that good old Sleepy Joe is doing well. He's not. He's not. A period. End of sentence. Video doesn't lie. He goes off on tangents. If he's not reading off a teleprompter, he's way out there. And even then, the teleprompter, I don't know if he can read it anymore. Truthfully, it looks like he looks at it and he's squinting at the damn thing. So, like I said, you're setting a very, very bad precedent. You cannot knock somebody off the ballot just because you don't like them. See, that's what dictators do. And that's what fascists do. They tell you what's good for you. No, we don't live in that society. We live in a society of free and fair elections. Now, you can debate whether they're fair elections or what. That's not what the video's about. This is supposed to be a country, a republic of free and fair elections. The only democratic process is at the state level. Okay? The reason the Constitution is there so the government does not infringe on your rights. And this is exactly what the Democratic Party is doing. On top of it, they're in panic mode. They're now in panic mode. They have to get him off the ballot at any cost at this point. Because he's going to wipe the floors with Joe Biden. Just being able to speak. Just being able to speak. At this point. Okay, people keep asking, what's Trump's policies and blah, blah, blah. And when he does say some kind of policy, you don't like it. But I haven't heard any solutions on Ukraine. Just keep sending them money. Sure, why not? What's it being used for? Don't worry about it. Really? And you want us to fund more when there's been absolutely no peace talks that I know of lately anyway. There's been no allocation of funds. Where's the money going? Who's winning this war, I guess you can call it? Who's winning? Sounds like Ukraine's getting their ass kicked in. Well, if they get their ass kicked in, they get their ass kicked in. Now, the UN, I also saw a thing, the UN wants to kick the US out of the UN. Good. Then take your fucking building that's sitting on the East River and take it with you. And then we'll pull out of NATO. And then you can really all go fuck yourselves. I mean, you start a domino effect and shit's going to get real fast. Real fast. Okay? If you want the United States out of the UN, because the United States backs up probably about 90% of those countries in there, so kick them out. Kick out the United States. Then you can take your building and stick it in fucking Oshkosh for all I care. Because we will knock it down on the east side of Manhattan. You don't want us in? Well, we don't want your building. Get it out. You people, get out of this country. We'll take your building and use it for housing. And then after that, the United States should pull out of NATO. Pull right out and say, go ahead, you're on your own, kids. See how fast people shit a fucking pickle. I'm getting off track. Like I said, you cannot kick somebody off the ballot just because orange man bad or person bad or mean tweets or whatever, just because you don't like them. If he was convicted of a crime, yes, I would agree with you 100%. He hasn't been. He's been accused on the Capitol riots. He's been accused for starting them, which is asinine because there's no video saying, go rush the Capitol. He said, go to the Capitol and peacefully protest of what's going on. But these people took it upon themselves to fucking rush the building. And a lot of video evidence is coming out where some parts of the building weren't rushed. They were escorted in. So someone's bullshitting somebody else. Like I said, liberal media is going to show you the violence and the one person getting shot and the doors being knocked down. They're not going to show you the video where they're letting them in or escorting them around the fucking building. They're not going to show those videos, right? We just found those. Either way, it'll probably get overturned in the Supreme Court. The Colorado Supreme Court held it up. The United States Supreme Court will probably knock it down and have him back on the ballot. I mean, you could. There were people that say, "Well, you could always write in Trump's name." Yeah, but do you really trust the ballots now? I could write in Trump's name. How do I know it's even going to be counted? So it's just another way to get Trump off the ballot because, let's face it, Joe Biden's getting his ass kicked. Truthfully, and you're all worried about Trump beating Biden. I got a feeling any one of them could beat Biden. Whoever comes out ahead, I think they could beat Biden too. So it doesn't, you're worried about Trump when you should be worried about the guy who's incoherent in office right now. Because he's going to get beat by whoever runs against him, it seems. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Booyah.